What are the... This game's worth it, guys. 10 out of 10. The Blight, right there. Absolutely worth the $25. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's fucked up. I mean, to fuck them up while they're getting it on like that. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at The Blight here, a game that just came out yesterday. And this is a first impressions review, a game that I knew nothing about until about an hour ago. So The Blight is a good looking game from looking at the video and the screenshots here. It definitely looks like the Unreal Engine. Could be Unity, I'm not sure. I'll know more once I play the game. But yeah, it looks like Unreal here. We'll see. Anyway, it's a early access open world survival crafting zombie game brought to us by the developer and publisher Ethereal Entertainment. And it is the first title on Steam. Big red flag here is a huge discount at launch, a big time price, $25, which, I mean, the graphics here, you know, would warrant a $25 price tag as long as the game is good. But there's some things here on the Steam page that give me more bad feelings or more bad vibes about the quality of the game, more than just the big 33% discount at launch. And I'll show you what we're talking about there. It is early access, so of course the developer has all kinds of excuses for the game being shit. Hey, it's early access. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But we see they've already put a patch out, but that was on day one, I guess. A small update and some patch notes. And it's a crafting game, hopes to evolve the open world survival with unprecedented levels of horror, strategy, and prediction, where knowledge and skills become the ultimate weapons and long-term survival. The Blight strikes a unique balance between complex survival simulation and intense sudden action in the next generation of survival games. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit right now, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Anyway, guys, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and find out if The Blight is worthy of your $16 and basically $17 on sale or $25 not on sale. And we'll be back to do that right after this. Alright, welcome back everybody. We have just launched the game and this is The Blight. So when we come in here, we see the settings. You have to hit the escape key. And when I do that, we got another window that pops up. And I have already kind of looked at the, you know, the quality here and everything like that. We have a normal game quality and I can't seem to adjust it. But the texture quality is ultra. There is no motion blur or anything like that, and I honestly don't know. This feels like it's an Unreal game, but it could be Unity, I don't know. I've turned down the sound a little bit from the maximum, and then I've enabled the FPS, and that's about it in the settings. So when you want to get out of the settings, you just hit the escape key, that window goes away. You can load a game from previously, or you can hit new game. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then this comes up, so you click the survival, and you go into the world. Now I have already ran around the world really quickly to take a look at the game before I made this video, so I could save you guys some time. So you start off by this little boat. You have these metal shards laying all around. I guess that's from your boat crashing. You definitely want to pick up your loot here. You have some water. You have some metal. So if you see something that says, like for example, you see carry, that means you can't put it in your inventory. It means you have to carry it because it's pretty heavy. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this right here with a G key. And then when we hit the tab key, we see our inventory. Everything here, when you first play the game, it looks really good. The crafting system is really cool. You just click on what you want to make. As long as you have the stuff, you can make it. Shows you what you're wearing and everything here. And then you have a weight system in your inventory. So you have all these slots, but if you get overweight, you can't pick up anything else. You have your split stack, you have your auto move, so if you want to pick something up or just hit shift left mouse while you click it. So we see we need some cloth to make a rope, and we need a rope to make a stone axe so we can chop trees. Also, cloth helps us make a bandage so we can heal ourselves. But really quickly, looking at the game, we don't have any clouds in the sky. That's a little disappointing. The game's in early access, so that's certainly something they can add later. You can't swim, you can't go underwater, nothing like that. So for example, like this looks like in a normal crafting or survival game, this looks like something you could just pick up and be in your inventory. But here, if we pick this up, we just carry around this big old rock, and we can't put it in our inventory. We just have to either drop it or carry it around. Well, the reason we carry that around is because we can add it to like a framework. The crafting system in this game reminds me a lot of, I think, the forest does stuff like this, where you kind of make the frame for something like a house or whatever, and then you add your materials to it to build it. So I'll show you how that works here real quick. The first thing we need to do, though, is we need to find some cloth. There are berry bushes as well around, guys. So you see we're picking up the smaller stone shards, not the stones. And because they're too big. The metal is also something you carry around. You can't stash it. So you can pick up these little bitty rocks just like this. And I believe there are some cloth pieces laying around. If you just look around your boat, somewhere there is some cloth pieces. I just don't remember where I found them. I found some cloth. They might have been in the grass a little bit. Maybe over by this rock. I think I was just kind of running around. I think it was night before I found the cloth, and it's a little bit easier to see some of the items at night, simply because the items glow a lot more during the nighttime. So there are a bunch of zombies wandering around. They will wander around to the beach from time to time. But for the most part, as long as you... There's the cloth. Yeah, this is where you find your cloth over here by this... I don't know what this is. I guess like a cut down tree. This is where I found all my cloth before. I thought I'd got more cloth than that from this area. Yeah, so it looks like there's a little trail right here. And then we see a bunny. I haven't seen a bunny when I was running around before. That's kind of cool. It's poggers. Alright. Well, let's see if we can go ahead and make our rope. We did find 2 cloth. We're going to make a rope. And then we're going to go ahead and make our stone axe. This is how the crafting works. And then to equip this, you just go ahead and hit the shift left click. And you see I have it equipped. You can look up in the upper right and you see Q says that's your holster. So this is kind of like your hotbar, if you would, in most crafting games. You just have to hold Q, select the item you want, and then let go. So for example, I selected nothing. Now let's select my hatchet again. And let's go ahead and show you guys kind of how. So sometimes it's kind of hard to hit these trees and hit the stuff like you want to do. You got to make sure that you have enough stamina at the bottom of the screen. Wow, this game was working the first time I played it. Being able to hit these trees was working. Now it's not. There we go. What is going on? What is the difference? Like, this is way too picky. Maybe you have to aim really low. There we go. Okay, now I don't have any stamina, so you need to wait for your stamina to go back up. You can see the crack in the tree starting to form right there. Yeah, I was hitting it more straight on the first time I played it. But anyway, then you get your logs, right? So that's kind of how you do that. So let's say you want to go ahead and make a workbench. Let's go ahead and do that. To do that, you're going to go ahead and click your B for your survival book. And here's where you have some different things you can craft, like a campfire, standing a torch, workstation. We have a workbench. So let's go ahead and put a workbench out here, and you have your frame right here. So this is what it's talking about. You have to have 3 of these shards, so we're going to go ahead and hit R. And because we have these shards in our inventory already, it'll add those. And the logs, we need 4 of, we have to carry those individually. And the gears is actually these metal pieces, guys, so you have to go pick those up as well. Remember, I dropped one right here, so we're going to carry this over here. And where did it go? There it is. So hard to see. It's really easy to see at night, though. So if you hit R to build it or add it to here, and it doesn't work, then you just need to back up a little bit. If you're too close, it doesn't work. So we'll go get another piece of metal here, which is a gear. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, when I was first playing this, I wasted a lot of time trying to find gears like as loot on the island. No, it's just these metal pieces that you have right here. And now we have our 2 gears. Now we just need to go get some of those logs we chopped down. There's 1. Here's 2. Two more and we'll have a workbench. And it took me a while to build a workbench because, like I said, I was looking for gears as loot. Because I tried adding the big metal piece to the workbench, but I think I was too close, so it wasn't working. So I didn't think it was accepting the metal piece as a gear. So that's when I started looking around the whole island, looking for loot as gears or killing zombies, hoping that that would... These trees do drop several logs, like at least 5. So you'll have plenty of logs to make a workbench with 1 tree. So now we see we got our workbench here, and we can hit E. You have to hold it down for a second. And then you can see you can handcraft all this stuff, right? Or you can workbench, and then you can make yourself some clothing, a wool hat, a spiked club, and then a wooden bow. So that's the things you can make with a workbench, only 5 different things, so it doesn't really add a whole lot. You can't make like a repair bench or some titanium bench or anything like that. We're also going to go ahead and hit B for survival book, and we're going to go ahead and make this campfire. Again, we're just going to craft this up. We need 3 rocks. We need 3 of these bigger rocks. Yeah, I really like this crafting system. I think the crafting system is really cool and really well done. The game feels good. The controls feel good. Another thing I like about the game is that you don't have to eat and drink every, like, 30 seconds like so many of these survival games, so I do like that. But there's a lot to not like about this game, especially at the price tag right now, and that's the fact that the game is just not that challenging and there's not very much content in the game. So we're going to go ahead and hit R, add some sticks. I like the crafting sound. And then we hit E to access it. We add our fuel here, so you got to select what you want to use for fuel. I like that you could burn like your clothes or whatever if you want to. And then it'll start the fire with 1 of your sticks, and if you want to add more sticks once the fire started, you can just add fuel like that. And it'll tell you how long you have. So yeah, what they have right here is a great foundation for a survival game. I really like the fire embers going up into the sky. It's a very nice touch. And then you can like cook meat and everything like that there. So we want to go ahead and hit tab here. We want to probably craft a wooden spear. So we need 5 more sticks. We need some rope, which means we need more cloth because the rope is made out of 2 cloth. So we've got some loot. We got to look for some more loot here. And there is more cloth here in your boat, so the boat does give you a nice amount of cloth. Be sure you check your boat if you need any cloth. So let's go ahead and make a spear here. We need to make a rope. And then we need 5 sticks. Sticks are really easy to find. Just run around looking for the long highlighted items. We'll go ahead and pick that up just because it's a stone shard. We might need it later. Like here's a stick right here. Oh no, that's a stone shard. Never mind. I thought it was long. Okay, get a bit. There's your stick, like that. They're usually in the grass just a little bit. I don't think there's so much on the beach. But if you go in the grass just a little bit, you should find all kinds of feather. Nice. Alright everybody, it's been dark for about 10 minutes now. I've ran around in this little area and I've gathered up a few sticks and I've crafted myself I found a compass in a little crate which was kind of buried in the sand, and then I've crafted a torch, and you know, I have the spear, and then I have the axe that I had, and then like I said, I found a compass and the shirt I'm wearing inside a little crate. So if you see a little crate, you can just hold E on it and look for the contents. Sometimes there'll be a little goodies in there for you, like jeans or clothing or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and come in here. What I want to do now, guys, is I want to go ahead and take down another tree here. So I guess aim down is the best way to chop these trees down. Don't try to aim like right in front of you, like most crafting games. And it looks like that works best. So we have some logs here. And let's go ahead and just build our house back over here by our crafting bench. That would make more sense, I think, than crafting it a mile away. So to build your base, you're just going to go ahead and hit the B button. You're going to go ahead and go to building. And you can see you need 20 logs and all this different stuff to build like a log cabin or a stone cabin. Well, I can tell you I've already found like a stone cabin in the game, so there is a stone cabin kind of in the middle of the island that you can take over if you want that. Or you can just make a a custom building right here. So to do that, you just go ahead and build your framework, kind of like what we did with the workbench. And then you can exit with right mouse button. So let's just say we're going to make a 2x2. It'll tell us that to build this, we only need 2 logs right now. But we need walls and we need a door. So let's go ahead and go back to the custom building. Let's just go ahead and build the whole thing out. So you use Q and E to go ahead and put your doors on and everything like that. So let's go ahead and put like a window. Let's give ourselves a lot of windows here. Put windows everywhere so we can see out. Put a window there as well. And then here's where we're going to go ahead and add the door. There we go. And then here's the door. There we go. So now we go ahead and right mouse button. We kind of see we don't have a roof yet, but we just need 9 logs to go ahead and make this a dream house come true. So we did chop down that tree over here. We're going to go ahead and go get our logs. And we carry our logs to our house. Just like this. Watch out for your stamina, because that's the worst thing that'll get you. Make sure you're not too close, and you'll see we've added 1 log. So just get close again, hit R to add it. Sunrise is really pretty as it comes up. I mean, the graphics for this game are really impressive. I like what I'm seeing as far as the graphics of this game. So yeah, I mean, the game looks great. I love the way your hand looks there. Nice detail. I'm sure this game is, pretty asset reliant as far as relying on assets. Oh, I am going to need... I thought that was the last log I needed. I don't know if there is another log around here. We'll see if we can find one. Maybe there's one from this first tree that rolled around somewhere. I'm not sure. The day seems to go by way too quick, and the night seemed to go by way too slow. I guess the developer of this game kind of wanted you to run around the building, or run around the map with a torch in the dark. Maybe he thought that's how the zombies would have their best chance of killing you when you kind of can't see them. I don't know. Well, it looks like we're going to need a weird stick. Yeah, thought it might be a spear or something in the beach, but no, it was just a stick kind of in a random weird position. Well, now we know, guys, to chop down these trees, just go ahead and come up. We have quite a bit of durability. You just point low at these trees, and it looks like you'll miss every time. If you try to aim like you do in most survival games, you're probably going to go right through the tree like this, and you're going to think, oh my god, this game's broken. No, just point low, and it looks like you'll hit it every time. And I like the physics. I like the way the logs roll and everything. This should be our last log we need for our house plan here that we built. There we go. I like the sound when you build it. You can come in now, and we have our little house. Okay. So now we can get in from any danger of any of these zombies. The bad thing is, guys, before this sun goes down, I want to go ahead and show you guys the zombies and look inward a little bit. Like I said, I ran around the entire length of the island, and it took me about 10 to 15 minutes to run around it, so it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be for just a little single-player game. The map's plenty big. The problem is that the game just doesn't have enough content here right now at launch. It is early access, though, so I would definitely keep a lookout on this game. But I want to show you the zombie AI. So you have this too. I mean, you can crouch down with C. You can beat this up, but I don't know what's going on with that. It doesn't look like you can. I mean, the hole fills up. It looks like it's spitting blood at you or whatever, but I don't think that's any kind of legitimate content. I don't think you can dig your way in there or fight any giant termites or anything like that might come out. So we're going to go ahead and get our spear. I see a zombie. So here's what the zombies look like in this game. Some of them have spears, some of them just have little blades. And is there just one, or is there multiple? So this one has a spear. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how easy they are to take out. We didn't even get hit once. And they drop no loot. None of these zombies drop any loot. I killed about 10 to 15 of them before I even recorded this video. And they're kind of disappointing, to say the least. As long as you're not running around the middle of this island at night and kind of running into them and getting hit by surprise, they're really no challenge at all. So I do know that I found a big already built cabin in this game, and it had a shotgun and some bullet shells inside of the cabin. And then if you find that, the zombies are a one-shot with that. Oh fuck, we found a gun. That's cool. We found a rope. Well, I mean, the game just got easier once you find yourself a gun, right? One shot. There's no satisfaction of seeing their head explode. There's no satisfaction of getting loot from them. And you got fucking loot just laying around everywhere, but... Like, yeah, I mean, what kind of... Look how dumb this AI is. He's got a spear, but I'm right behind him and you don't know where I'm at. Yeah, this, they don't even attack me. I'm able to go right up behind them. Yeah. But yeah, the game looks really good. You don't seem to get cold or anything like that, so you don't need a campfire because you're getting cold. Maybe that's something that they'll add later on. Now that I'm playing this and recording it... Yeah, see, here we go. The animals are just really dumb, much like the zombies. So the AI for everything in the game is just not challenging at all. And there's really nothing else to do in this game. So, while this game looks impressive and shows a lot of promise, there's no way I can recommend this game at a $25 price tag, or even $16 on sale. There's no way I can recommend this game. Like, people are going to play this game for an hour, maybe two at the most, and then be completely bored out of their mind. And 2 hours of gameplay, and that's giving this game a lot of credit. I think most people will not even play this game for 2 hours. But... yeah, for 2 hours, $25 price tag, definitely not worth it. You can't play multiplayer yet, and if they plan on adding multiplayer, I don't know. But right now at launch, you can't play with a friend or anything, and there's just not enough content or challenge to keep this game fun for very long. Like we saw, the Workbench only lets you build a pair of pants, a cloth hat, and a t-shirt, and a bow and arrow. So with a bow and arrow, this game's probably going to be even easier as well, rather than having to, melee these zombies. Shooting with a bow and arrow will be even easier. So that is this game, guys. Like I said, there is a big asset cabin somewhere, and there's things like this, it looks like, where you can get some loot. We found some rope in there, and then we found a hunting axe here. So yeah, you're going to find these little areas where you can get some antibiotics, I guess, to heal with. And that's about it. And then, again, a lot of times, this is what animals will do a lot of times. They'll be kind of glitched out into, like, 2 trees or whatever. And then, by the time they turn around, you've already got them killed. At least the animals, though, do have, like, they drop leather and stuff like that that you can cook. But the zombies don't drop anything. So yeah, here's your zombies. This is what happened, not your zombies. So this is your animals, guys. So this is what you see a lot of in the game. And you can see that they drop all kinds of leather and meat that you can pick up should you want it. But that is the Blight, guys. A very non-challenging game with very little fun to be had right now at launch. Way too high of an asking price, but a game that does show a lot of promise. And I really hope the developers continue working on this and make this game a lot of fun. So many of these survival games over the years have shown a lot of promise like this game, and then the developers just give up either due to negative reviews or refunds or whatever, and they just kind of give up and abandon the survival game. And at a $25 asking price, I kind of have a bad feeling that that's going to be the same route this game goes. This game's probably going to have higher than 50% refunds because there's so little content compared to the asking price. So most people are probably going to refund this game or lash out at the developers or whatever, negative reviews, etc. And the developers might lose hope and lose all their ambition to continue making this game and abandon it. Let's hope they don't. Let's hope they continue to work on this game, make it more challenging, make it more fun. I don't know what they could add to make it more fun because the zombies already do about 30% damage to you if they hit you. So yeah, if they hit you with one of their spears or whatever, it does about 30% damage to you. So 3 or 4 hits from a zombie and you're dead. But if you die, guys, you just appear right back at your boat and you don't lose anything. So, you don't drop all your loot or anything like that. You keep everything. And there's really no penalty for dying. So that might just be something in early access. Maybe they plan on making that a little more challenging or making you drop loot later on. I don't know. But again, guys, this is a not recommend for me. I'm going to give this game a effort is obvious because I think there is a lot of effort put into the game here. I definitely see a lot of hope and promise for this game. A lot of potential, I would say. But I kind of have a gut feeling this is just going to be another abandoned survival game where the developers are going to, promise us that they'll continue to work on this game until it's amazing. And then, like I said, they'll probably just end up giving up because of all the refunds and negative reviews and the fact that they haven't made $1 million the first month as they had hoped. So they'll give up and quit. Like I say, give the developers, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you continue making this game until it's just a super fun runaway success and you make millions of dollars because the game is so much fun to play. But that has yet to be seen. Right now at launch, guys, this game is a not recommend. Something to watch out for. I would maybe check back on this game in 3 to 6 months. See if the developers have added a lot of content to this game or if they've already long abandoned the game, 3 to 6 months from now. So I would definitely hold off. That's my recommendation. There's just not enough here to warrant the price tag. Be sure you comment down below. Let me know if this video has inspired you to go buy this game or hold off as I suggest. I would love to know, guys. This has been Zaxter99 with the Blight. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.